All right. So well, you have some radical expressions. Let's say for example, square root of x squared, which is basically underneath of the square root you have x times x. Well, based on what we covered, the square root of x squared is just x. So meaning that anytime you have two of something, you pull one out. So that's why x is your answer. Okay. So if you had square root of x to the fourth power, which means this is the same thing as square root of x times x times x times x, which you have one pair, you have two pair. Each time you have a pair, you pull one out. So you have two pairs, so you pull two out. X squared, you pull two out. Okay? Or same thing if you had square root of x, to the sixth power, for example, which is the same thing as square root of x times x, x times x, x times x, which is three pair. This is six, by the way. This is one pair, two pair, three pair. Well, x cubed is what you pull out because you pull one, two, three pair. X cubed. Okay? So you also have this other example that, let me erase some stuff here so we could show you more of how you can simplify radical expression. Let's say if you had a square root of 100 x to the 8th power, okay, and then y to the 18th power, and then z to the 10th power, for example. Okay. Well, remember, square root of 100 is 10, so you're gonna pull out a 10 because square root of 100 is 10. Well, here you have four pair because you have 8, which means you have four pair, and here pair means 2. So if you divide 8 by 2, that's 4. That's why you have 4 pairs. So x to the 4th power comes out. And then for the 18, that would be 9 pair. So y to the 9 comes out. And for the z, that's 5 pairs. So z to the 5th power. And that would be your final answer because nothing stays in there. Everything comes out. If you had an add exponent, something stayed in, we can change the scenario just so I can show you what we're talking about. If this was 11, then everything would remain the same. It would be 10x to the 4th power, y to the 9th power, okay? But the z would be still be z to the 5th power, and then square root of z because of this extra z that you have, because this is basically z to the 10th power times z. So square root of the z to the 10th power is z to the 5th power, but you have this additional z that's by itself. So that would be the answer for the second example that I showed you. Okay? Yeah, that's it for this video. The next video will cover a negative radical or imaginary numbers. Thank you.